September 1st. This year's flying by, but for some of us, it can't go by fast enough. But the challenge with years that fly by so fast means, well, as we all know, if we do the math right, means there's less life left to live. And you want to live every moment of your life, even during a pandemic. I know it's been a rough go for so many people for a variety of different reasons: job loss, health, loss of loved ones, the school situation with kids, things being closed so we can't get to go to concerts, and a variety of different things that we've lost out on this year. But as I've said before, posts and interviews that I've done, it's important to focus on what we can do. Okay, focus on the things that we do still get to do, and they can be pretty trivial, but if they bring you happiness and joy, then do them. Don't wait. Don't pass up opportunities to do things that you want to do, or buy things that you want to buy, like the statue behind me. For those of you that are familiar with the Batman television show, you know exactly what that is. I've kind of wanted that thing for a very, very long time. Actually, I've wanted it longer than it actually existed in all likelihood, but was able to find it over this weekend. Wasn't looking for it, but saw it in a store that I was shopping with my oldest daughter, and saw it and thought about it, reflected on it, and said, that's coming home. And it's fine, as long as you don't do it all the time, because then you're going to need a much larger house for all those things you absolutely positively have to have. But for me, that was something that is pretty special. Now, I wish I could, go down to the Batcave and drive around in a fun car, but in time, we'll get to do that at some point. But again, I see this when I, come into this room, and it brings a smile to my face, because it reminds me of joys that I had as a child watching that show. It brings joy to me that I've been fortunate enough to meet Adam West and Burt Ward, who played Batman and Robin on two different occasions. When I saw Adam West just shortly before he passed away. So I reflect on those things, and I'm thankful for those opportunities. The things that we haven't been able to do, we will get to do those things again when the next normal hits, whenever that is. But focus on the things you can do right now that bring you joy and happiness, okay? Life is not meant to be miserable and suffering and struggling through things. And you might be struggling through some things: finances, relationships, work, society, riots, presidential elections, the constant negativity that seems to be clouding everything. Look for those silver linings. Look for those people that are doing good things in life. They exist. They're out there. They're everywhere. You just have to look for them. Change your focus on things that bring you joy and happiness, and your life will become more joyful and happier than if you just constantly consume negativity. And there's no shortage of that. Turn on the news, you'll find it. And as I tell people time and time again, turn off the news. Don't live in a cave, but don't watch the news. Use a news feed or Google or Yahoo or whatever, and customize it for the type of news you want to hear about, whether it's what's going on in your state or your county or your city or your country, sport news. If you're a San Diego Padres fan, you're pretty happy right now. So there's a lot of things going on that are positive in the world. Look for those things, celebrate those things, feel that energy of what it feels like to feel good. And I know for many of us, we haven't felt good for some time. And this pandemic has been a component of it, but maybe not the full component. If you're stressed, you're burned out, obviously look through the resources that I've shared on my social media channels, or message me. I'm happy to guide you in any way that I can to help you get through whatever you're going through. Just want you to be well, be happy and joyful, because we're in the middle of pumpkin spice latte season apparently. So go out and get your PSL if you like that stuff. And if not, get your favorite coffee or tea and enjoy it, taste it, savor it, because that's what life is meant to be, is to be tasted and to savor it and to enjoy it. Be well.